Hey, look a little better than yesterday. You haven't seen it yet, but you will before this, so bear in mind. I'm still a little fatigued feeling. Apparently that's normal, so I'm pushing myself. I wash my face, brush my teeth, brush my hair, and out I go. I am going to first. Am I? I don't know. Hold on. It's old. It's mine. I think I'm first going to go get a medium coffee. Then I'm going to go to Aldi's. I want to see what they have at the Walk of Shame, the Aisle of Shame, whatever you want to call it. And because Tasha had said it was empty, and when I went one day, it was very empty. So I just want to see if they've got things in stock. I'm really not needing anything, but it's always good to see, and it's good to get out. And then, I don't know, if maybe I'll head to Walmart. I'm getting out in order to walk, push myself. I talked to my doctor, and I think I'm going to join a gym. I do have a treadmill at home. And it's the one like you would use like if you walked on like a desk or whatever. I don't find the width wide enough for me right now. You know, it's a more narrow one, and with a little off balance and such. Yeah, I think I like the arc machine where you kick your legs forward and such, and I like the elliptical, and I like the stair climber. So it would strengthen my legs and strengthen a lot. So this is what I think I'm gonna do sometime this week or Monday. We'll see. And we have a gym. I mean, it's up by the Dollar Tree. I could look into the YMCA too, though. But I don't know if they have the machines I want. So we'll see. Maybe I'll go look at both. But I'm definitely going to strengthen myself. So not too much going on. Yesterday is just kind of very tired, very kind of achy. Apparently that's to be suspected. And maybe when my hands start feeling better, I can respond to more comments. I could be more active in the Discord. A lot of times I'll go on the Discord and I'll lose my train of thought of what I was going to write or talk about. Then I get frustrated, close it out. So that has basically been what's going on with me. How are you? Everything going well with you? I have shorts on today, ladies. Remember the shorts I purchased? And I said they'll be a little big. Because they were 8, and they are, but they're comfy, so they're loose around my legs, and I've got them tied up around my waist to kind of hold them up a little bit. What it is too, I really don't have hips. If I had hips or a butt, I'm sure it'd be easier to hold things up. Oh, and remember I told you about the house over, down here. It does get a little traffic and such. It's $249,000. In this area, with, it needs quite a bit of work. Because this big house right here on the corner, which, it has 5 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, I believe. And then it's got like an in-law in the garage and such. It's just a little over 300. So it's just like, oh, police are down here. Oh, a truck must have broke down. Okay. Or the truck got pulled over. Not sure. I think it's a sheriff. Oh, speaking of sheriffs. Nope. It's just local. Speaking of sheriffs, there was a huge drug bust in central New York. Huge. I'm talking meth, cocaine, heroin, fentanyl. Street value, I think, was $880,000. And the kicker, there was enough fentanyl that they got. Oh, no, 880,000 maybe in cash that was found. And enough fentanyl to kill everybody in New York State. Not once, but twice. The whole state of New York. It's disgusting. I'm glad they found the people. I'm glad they got it off the street. Big kudos to the police officers. Huge, huge. Posted that right on my Facebook immediately. Oh, it made me so happy, so proud. Could have saved a couple lives, right? At least.
Good afternoon. What can I do for you today?
Hey, just gonna get a medium iced coffee with the shots of vanilla, Splenda, and cream for now.
You got it, girl. You can come on.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay. Got a cobweb after I cleaned my car. All right, let me scan. All right, all my friends that get iced coffee or coffee, I hope you're using 2 times the points, because man, does that add up quickly. Especially if you get, you know, like later I'm gonna come back and get JR and Tasha's, but that's later. He's buying today, so I'm stopping back and getting the card. Delicious, delicious. All right, hold on. All right, silly me. When I walk, I put my watch on my, dang it, on my foot. Because to this day I can't lift this leg without helping it. I put it on my ankle because a lot of times when you're pushing carts and such, your steps don't really count. At least not on my Apple Watch. So isn't that terrible? I can't lift that leg yet. But sorry, just getting them all tied up here. Oh, I was in the middle, no, more near the end. I was watching the Aussie documentary. Oh, just the love they have for each other, honestly, is awesome. Their family is a very loving family. I gotta remember, I gotta try to talk louder because I've been told people have to turn me all the way up. I don't know, maybe I need to check my phone again and get it cleaned out. So let's go to Aldi's. See what they have. I thought about going back to Walmart, but it's only been, I don't know, what's it been, a few days. Usually you give it a week and they'll mark more things down if they haven't sold. And there's quite a few, I think it's pronounced Avaya, something like, no, not Avaya. Avaya was a phone system I used to work with when I did the medical and such, work from home. Yeah. Anyways, they have quite a few of the, like the shorts and such, which I really like. These shorts are very comfortable. And they got the built-in panty, but I still wear a panty. I know, TMI. But I'm thinking, you know, if they had like extra small, I think Ebony would like them as well. So, I'm gonna keep an eye on those. And when I showed Tasha all I've got, she's like, oh my gosh. like, yeah. I said, but, you know, everything was clearance, you know, so the most expensive item might have been $3. So, and I do want to, I talked to Tasha, there was this bracelet making kit out at the Dollar Tree. I think they were $1.25 or $1.50, I'm not sure. But she thinks it's something that the girls will like. So I think I'm going to pick them up as well for their stocking. I always just worry about Trey getting involved with it, you know, because they're like little beads and such. But like she said, that's just something Trey can't be around because, you know, if he does put it in his mouth, it's not worth any of the risk. I'm going to turn here. And because usually you hit more traffic up there. This is a very narrow road. This is the canal. Probably the only thing I fear are those damn mosquitoes. Remember when I made a video walking and all the mosquitoes were coming to the camera? And man, they were swarming me. I just don't want to get all bit up. It was kind of funny when they were, you know, like I can't get any flu shots or anything like that. And they were like, have you had one? And I'm like, no, I haven't had one in years. Every time I, you know, had gotten it, I got really, really sick. And she said, well, that's good. Don't get any, you know, I can't get any with the medication. And I have to go back in 13 more days and get the second injection. And then it'll be 6 months after that. You know, and I'll have follow-ups too. I know I didn't mention like the MRI, and I didn't mention the puncture in my spine, the spinal tap, only because one, my sister took me. It wasn't far away, and she was very concerned. And two, I had told a few ladies in the Discord about it. I don't think I wanted to accept the fact. I think I was in total denial. Like, no, it's wrong. You know, it's wrong. And then my primary also seen the images. I guess there's like these lesions on my spine. This is how they tell. And also by the fluid from the spinal tap. So I know Pearl mentioned Parkinson's. Now you make me, you know, wonder, like, I definitely want to look that up and just see and ask my primary, you know, do you think, you know, misdiagnosed? I don't know, but thank you, Pearl. I'll definitely ask. I don't have an appointment with him till November, so I could do that, or I could call the nurse and leave a message and ask, and or I could reach out through the portal too and just, you know, ask if it could be. But my face, it's the weirdest feeling to have this area like numb and asleep and tingly. You know, I've had the carpal tunnel in both hands, and my hands still go asleep, and still they're busy, still very swollen, you know, in the morning, not able to use them for a bit. Wow, why are they so busy? All because of the walk of shame? Maybe this is why it's so empty. I don't know if I'll be able to record, ladies, because it gets hard when it's so busy in there. But let's go see, because I know some people love seeing it. And I wish I had a wider, like, camera that I could use so it would zoom out more so you could see more. But I do the best I can with this. All right, be right back. Oops. All right, guys. I did a quick walkthrough. Nothing that I was too interested in. It's a lot of Halloween. They did have some cat things. My cats don't play with a lot of things. I was walking down the aisle to go look at the back side because they have stuff back there normally, and they did. Anyways, I came across this. This fabric softener. I used it before. I know it works. I know it smells good. I know there's no static. Anyways, it's normally $4.19, and it was on sale for 99 cents. So if you have an Aldi's near you and they sell this, I promise you, you won't be disappointed for 99 cents. They only had 3, and I grabbed all 3. If they would have had 10, I would have grabbed 10. I would have went, got a cart, and grabbed them all. Would I have been stocked up? Yeah. If a neighbor or someone needed, you know what I mean, something. Yeah. Anyways, my neighbor texted me. She said, I went out to check the mail and your car was gone. How you feeling? Blase, blase. And then she asked if I was going to Walmart. And I said, I thought, I was going, but I'll definitely head there, There's another car coming. Anyways, so I'm going to stop by. I'm going to go back home. I'll bring those in real quick. But I'm going to go and get her cash and get what she needs. And this way it gets me out. It keeps me active, guys. I really need to keep doing that. I promise you, my doctors even said it. Keep active. Keep moving. Don't, and that's what I'm doing. I'm following his instructions. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't want to really think that it was true. So I was in denial. Definitely in denial. And then I didn't know if they were going to do a port type of thing or something. I'm like, oh, I don't want that. If I've had to have that, don't get me wrong. And then I thought, oh, it's going to be an IV. And no, it was an injection in my stomach. So, and there was a nice relaxing chair that laid back and stuff. Great bedside manner, stayed with me. Had my blood pressure being checked, my pulse oxygen. I had to stay there to, make sure I did well, make sure I wasn't dizzy, I could get up and walk. So yeah. Let me tell you what, I'm a fighter. I'm a definite fighter, so. And getting out is very helpful, especially in the sun. Yesterday it also, like I said, I was really tired feeling and just kind of achy. Anyways, but yesterday was just riddled with gloomy, rainy, just yucky. We needed the rain, don't get me wrong. So, I'm not going to lie. I may try to mow the grass just to keep active. And if I do, I mow, the 3 apartments. So, we'll see. But I'll let you know. I'll definitely keep you posted. Watch some of these trees coming up. See how beautiful? Like I said, I love the color changing. I don't like the mess of the leaves. I wish the leaves would just change color and stay on the tree. How pretty that would be all year, for our winter. But, the snow would take it down anyways. So, but yeah, I think I'll do this for her. This way I get out. Because what I'm going to do is just go in and maybe scan. But I'm going to walk the store 3 or 4 times, the main aisles, and just get some steps in. So, I might sit out back. If the mosquitoes aren't big out back, then I definitely might go for a walk down the canal. One thing I do, I always keep my phone with me. Oops. I also, I'd ride the bike, but it's really breezy, and I know I would have to definitely change my clothes for the bike, only because it gets cold. Why am I holding this? I was just going to take a sip. All right. It's beautiful out. I think it's 67, and in the sun it's much hotter than, it feels much warmer than 67. When you're in the shade and the wind is kind of blowing, it's like, yeah, a little breezy. A little breezy. But I did send a photo of it, like a link to the house for my son, because he's looking as well. Anyways, they separated the land. So if you purchase the home, it's $249. If you purchase the land with it, it's another $10,000. It's $259,900, I think it is. $259,000. If someone purchased the land separately, I want to say they're selling it for either $21,900 or $29,900. I'm not sure. But my neighbor's out. I see her. BRB. All right. She's so sweet. I ended up coming home because I took the laundry soap in, or not laundry soap, fabric softener. And I figured since I'm right here, instead of coming back again, I walked down to their house and picked up JR's card. So, got all that done. Now to Walmart. Here's what she needs at Walmart. She's too cute. Her great-granddaughter is coming to spend the night. And so she goes, I don't really have, she's got like a twin-size daybed type of, she goes, I don't really have the sheets and the comforter. I mean, I've got, you know, a sheet that goes on it, but it's not like pretty. And I don't really have a comforter. I could give her a blanket, but I want to make it pretty for her. She's spending 2 nights. And so I was like, well, what do you want? So she was showing me pictures, and they were for delivery only. She goes, but if you could walk the aisle, and what I'll do is I'll take some photos of different ones and ask her, is this okay? Is this okay? So we'll see how it goes. Did I take her money? Hold on. Wait a minute. I don't want to get too far away. Yes. Okay. We were sitting chit-chatting, so that's why I really wanted to check. Because it's kind of a pain. If I forget their money and I use my card, I feel guilty giving them the receipt. I'm a giver. Speaking of which, Marnie, thank you so much. Something never, ever expected, ever. And I'm so not used to receiving. Just like I would love to know who purchased the toys and such for my grandchildren. Nobody has emailed me, reached out to me, and let me know. Marnie sent a Amazon gift card to my email. And she said, use it for yourself, your kitties, and of course your grands. So I made an order. At first I was like, no, you know, I thought about, you know, sending it back and just like, you know, I feel guilty when someone does that. Yet I know it's out of their heart because I've done things like this. So, and then, you know, you think to yourself, how would you feel if someone returns, you know what I mean? No, it would break my heart. I'm not going to break anybody's heart. So anyways, when they come in, the items, I'm going to do a little haul. And it won't be long. I think one of the items is not until October, maybe 15th or 16th. And I got something for myself, a couple things for myself. something for Ebony, something for Amelia Trey, and something for Ebony, something for Amelia Trey and Everly, kind of like to share this thing, and I got something for my cats, and you'll see when it comes in. But Marnie, you touched my heart. Like, thank you. I don't know what made you. I get it. Sometimes, I don't know. I like to give. I like to do things. That's why you'll see me doing the clearance shopping. You'll see me. There was a time, and I don't know if I ever showed this, but Walmart had these blankets, and they went on sale for 50 cents. And I purchased them all, and I want to say there was 26 blankets, and I donated them to the women's shelter. I've always wanted to go and help people out in this like tent city. Number one, I don't know exactly where it is. Number two, I don't know how it will be accepted. Like, you know, homelessness and people, you know, that are under the influence of something. So I don't want to invade their, wow, a Tesla being towed away. I don't want to invade their privacy, and if it's just me, like, I don't know. I get a little like nervous or scared, you know, what could happen. So, this year at church, I'm sponsoring 2 families. One family has 2 children, 2 boys. Another family has 3 children, 2 girls, 1 boy. And Jared and Tasha are sponsoring just 1 family. You know, they've got children and family and such to buy for. We won't get the lists of things until, I believe, November 15th, maybe, right around that area. Like, even because you know how much I go to Dunkin', I've gotten that, like, I've bought the cards and then handed them back to them. Yes, they get free items when they work. When they're not working, they don't get free items. One year because there's few select women that are always there that when I go. And one year I got the Tops gift cards with like these little candles, and I gave them in little bags. It's just, I love seeing the expression on their face. And Marnie, I did get your email this morning, and I will email you back later. You did say you included your phone number, but it wasn't there. I just wanted to let you know. But thank you. That was so kind of you. And whoever sent those toys to my grandchildren, that was so kind of you as well. And I thank you for being kind. Just like back in the day, Shopper Girl sent me the Dunkin' pillowcases. I still use them. I still use my Dunkin' pillowcases. I've had another woman, you know, I haven't never named her name, sent beautiful t-shirts for the kids. Right now they've outgrown them, but they're put away. They're saved. Handmade like these beautiful turtles, crocheted and just lovely. Like the kindness that people show, even though my channel is just this small, just warms your heart. So I know I'm not for everybody, and I get that. There's so many different things I want to do, but I don't want to offend people, because I really get into watching like police videos where they're wearing the cameras and what's going on, and you know, it's hard to watch sometimes when they go in these people's homes and their parents, and their living conditions are horrific. It just, these are things that comes up in my feed. Lately, a gentleman from Canada. I can't remember his name. He's showing some things that are going on, and it's like, you know, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It doesn't just touch the homeless, the poor. There's many wealthy people who have lost so much because of these drugs. That's why I applaud Central New York for finding and getting those drugs off the street. Will it end it? No. Could they have saved a few lives? Absolutely. I hate drugs. And if they're going to do any type of drug, you know what? Marijuana. It's legal. You know what I mean? It doesn't make you chew your skin off. It doesn't make you hang over. It doesn't make you die. Now you've got to worry about, you know, if you buy marijuana off the street, you know, from a dealer, so to say, what was put in it. Because now they're saying they're putting it into the marijuana to get the people hooked. If you're going to purchase any type of marijuana or gummies or anything like that, go to your store, your legal stores. Not no bootleg stores, the legal stores. That's my rant. Sorry. Sorry. And if you do have a child that is addicted, stand by them. You know, yes, tough love, 100% tough love. Give them no cash. Don't enable it in that way. But if they're hungry and they need food, purchase them food. That's a way of giving. When my son wanted gas one time, I made him meet me at the gas station, and I got gas in his car. Then after what I thought about it, I'm like, you're so dumb. Dan, you're so dumb. Enabling him to have gas in his car could have enabled him to go do something, go pick something up. Then it got to the point where, Mom, I need gas. No, I'll take you. You need a ride, I'll take you. And many of times, he's like, no, never mind. Why no, never mind? Because you weren't going to the grocery store. You weren't going to where you said you were. You didn't have a doctor's appointment. You see, it's a lesson to learn. And, you know, any parents or grandparents that have children that do use, or they have a suspicion that they do use, I suggest, well, that's how I learned so much, was watching these Kensington and New York City, different things. Oh, that's a pink car. It's so cute. Sorry. Many different things I would watch. I would look up what were keywords for things, or what was, you know, like they're calling, of course, fentanyl fetty. I forgot what I was watching. And crack was called hard. Like, who would even think, hey, something hard? Like, I wouldn't think, you know, anything like that. I'm dumb and naive, you know? So, let's see what I can find cutesy for her. I might scan a little bit now that I'm here. And I'm not going to scan my card. I have a little cash still left that I took out of the bank. And I've been good with not swiping that card. One day, I'm not going to lie, I almost swiped at Duncan. And then I was like, what are you doing? And it's just a habit. I mean, for God's sakes, it is on the back of my, you know, my phone case. So, but I'm sorry I got preachy there. I don't mean to. I wanted to share that. So, give me a minute and we'll see what we get. All right, don't mind me. Just have a little eyebrows on, a little mascara, and here, my Dollar Tree lipstick, okay? Anyway, so I took a lot of photos and showed her what they had. And this is the one she chose. Her granddaughter's favorite color is purple. And then it flips over to the pink as well. So this is the one she chose. And it does come with a twin quilt, a sham, and 1 sheet set. So that's what she chose. While I was there, my eyes are watering. I texted Tasha and let her know they still have some clearance items. So she said, Mom, pick some up for me. And I said, no problem. Let me put that aside. And I actually picked this up for her because I think she'll like that, just to wear under something. She always says, Ma, white, no. But if she wears it under something. And then she got a bra. I got her. Jar's card got that. And then these are all $1. Some little bras for like Abby, Emilia, for $1, guys. Remember, I got these too. So Abby, these are like in the junior section, so they wouldn't fit like Emilia. Then they had these little purse shorts for 50 cents. I mean, just little play shorts, you know. And they are 6XX, and both the girls will wear that, and Amelia probably will wear it next year. Why lie? And then this for Abby. This was originally $6.98, and it was marked down to $2, and then it was $1. And just to wear undershirts or whatever, you know. Mind you, I'm sending these messages to her. And this one for Amelia, Everly, whoever. But this one was $1 as well. I'm folding them up as I'm bringing them out. And this one, this is crisscross. Now, I don't know if it would fit Abby, but if not, it would fit Amelia or Everly. Then they had these pajamas still. So sized up to a 4T because they do have a lot of space on them. So she could put those away. And she loves the way they feel. So she's like, Mom, do they have any more? And Abby. Mind you, Abby wears these types of shirt with all hoodies. That girl wears hoodies in the summer even. And then Abby. Okay, it's just a string. I thought it was like a snag. And now they are different than the ones I got her. Abby. She goes through a lot of shirts. She changes twice a day, sometimes 3. So she'll wear something to school. She'll come over and she'll change your stuff. And Tasha's like, Ebony, you create so much laundry. This one I picked up for myself because I got the other color. This was 50 cents. So I owe Tasha 50 cents. And I text her, I go, oh, honey, I owe you 50 cents. She goes, Mom, are you kidding me? And then just a pair of... Now, Ebony will not wear sweatpants out and about. However, she will wear them when she's at Tasha's house or when she comes down to mine or when she's outside kicking the soccer ball. But they were regularly $9.98 and they were $1. And they have pockets. And then these they had marked down for $3, and when they were scanned, they were $1. So this is the brand I'm looking for. I love them. They didn't have my size. And I really like these shorts, even though they're loose. I would like to get a size small. They were washed and dried. So that is what was gotten at good old Walmart for Tasha. She said, I want to be like you. I want to get things going. I mean, there's a lot here for Abby. And when I was showing her, you know, and she's saying, Abby, she's like, gosh, as far as clothes, she'll just have to buy her, like, jeans, and she likes them with the rips in them and such. So I said, you know, You can always check Old Navy. Sometimes online, the sales are not as good as when you go to the store. And a lot of times she finds it hard to go to the store. You know, 3 kids, I mean, I'll watch them, no problem. And then, but when I watch them, she has like anxiety with going places by herself. That's like why when she goes to work, she has a co-worker. They either ride together or, you know, Tasha will drive, or I was gonna say the girl's name, but she'll drive. So all right, so that's been a rather long vlog, and I had someone reach out to me. Thank you so much. Thank you. Just asking how I was doing and such, so that's very much appreciated. What I'm gonna do now, though, honestly, I'm gonna listen to some music, kind of chillax. There was a lot of people going through the clearance. They have a lot of shirts, like in the girl size, but $6.98 marked down to $5. Tons of them. What's going to happen? Next week, they might be $3. Some people might buy them, but a lot don't. When they go down to the $1, that's when everybody grabs them. So I will be keeping an eye on those to get the girls stocked up for next year. They did have a lot of 7/8s, so we'll see. But until later, guys, just take care. I'm so sorry. I'm going to start, I promise, once the hands get better. Just a lot of different things. Like once my mind is like not so boggled, and you know me, I'm going to start responding, and I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that this would have an effect on my mind like it does. Like, you know, like a dementia feeling, no lie. But I'm not gonna like say, you know, you walk into a kitchen, sometimes you forget what you're walking in for. Why am I sitting here? You'll forget what you're walking in for. They're also gonna do some type of test, and I think it's under MRI, where I do like a swallow test. I'll find out more about that after my second injection. I don't know if it's MRI or CAT scan. I don't know. So I'm not going to lie to you. But this is what's been going on with me. This is why not as many lives, or I cut it short sometimes real quick. So I apologize. I wanted to make sure what was said and diagnosed and such, you know what I mean? So, whatever. You know me, I'll be fine. You know me, I'm a fighter. You know me, I'm gonna join a gym. And when I do, I'll show you. I don't know if I can record in it, but I don't know how much I could do at once. I don't know. But I'm gonna get my endurance and stamina. I'm gonna get it up. I know, like, I can roller skate. I know I could. I need to start doing that maybe once or twice a week. It's good exercise. I don't speed demon, like, you know, but yeah, I'm gonna take care of myself. All right, so time for music, time to chill out, visit the neighbor, go down to Tasha's, and you know me, I'll be back. Bye-bye.